Welcome to JYD World, y'all. We about to cover the topic of Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. The fight just happened a couple hours ago last night. So we just want to jump straight into it. There's a whole lot of things I want to touch on about this fight, but I'm gonna just start on the fight itself first. Um, so many people were irritated at the fight. So many people thought it was funny. Some people was happy. A lot of people wasn't happy. Shout out to the referee because at one point the referee literally stopped them both, brought them to the middle of the ring and said, "Yo, come on with this shit. The fans did not pay to see this crap. Get it together." Like legit told them that. That's an exact direct quote. The fans did not pay to see this crap. So shout out to the referee for that because that was a beautiful job. Um, the first, just dive right in the first 3 or 4 rounds, which I said Jake Paul is not going to be able to keep running around the ring all night. That's just not, it's not what's going to happen. But in order to slow down running around the ring, you have to know how to do what? You have to know how to cut the ring off. Everybody's saying, oh, AJ was off for 15 months. And Jake Paul's been boxing for 6 years. You just got to be, we just got with zero amateur background, etc. Has he been training his ass off? Yes. All of the things. No problem at all. No issue. But your knowledge and your experience should be able to show you how to cut the ring off. It does not matter how big a ring is or how much somebody's running. If and in fact you cannot cut the ring off, that is absolutely your issue. Oh, but you can't cut it off on somebody when somebody's running. If that was the case, running backs in open fields would never get tackled. A running back in an open field would never get tackled if somebody don't know how to take the proper angle and break down in front of somebody. It's the same thing in boxing. If you do not know how to cut off the ring, there's a difference between following someone and cutting the ring off. Anthony Joshua did a piss poor job cutting off the ring in the beginning half of that fight, bottom line. But I knew that Jake Paul wasn't going to be able to do that all night long. Cardio is not like that, dog. Your cardio, especially... I just don't believe Jake Paul cardio was good enough for him to have kept that up for 8 rounds straight nonstop. And then on top of that, you still got to worry about the judges saying like, all right, all you doing is running, so now you're going to lose anyway. But if Anthony Joshua actually knew how to cut the ring off and properly apply those angles to cut the ring off, and you don't need fancy feet to cut off the ring. Y'all don't like Beterbiev. And Beterbiev has some of the best ring cut-off ability in boxing. He does not have fancy feet. Y'all think fancy feet equals cutting off the ring, and it doesn't. Anthony Joshua did a piss poor job cutting off the ring last night, bottom line. He also smothered his work a ton. He got on the inside, and it happens to the best of us. Shit, I got excited my last fight and smothered my work a little bit, and you know what I mean, the knockout came a little bit later than it should because I smothered my work a little bit, getting a little over anxious, which it happens to the best of us sometimes, whatever. But you cannot just allow that to continue and be the trend of the whole entire fight. You can't do that. There are 4 types of fighters in this world. You got somebody that's coming to fight, somebody that's coming to win, somebody that's coming to survive, and somebody that's coming to make you look bad. Jake Paul came to make Anthony Joshua look bad, and he did. He made him look bad. He went 6 rounds with an Olympic gold medalist, with a multiple-time heavyweight world champion, and only been boxing for 6 years with literally zero amateur experience. He made him look bad. He made him look bad. He caught him with some overhands. He even buzzed him a time or two. He made Anthony Joshua look bad. That was the whole goal of this. His goal was never really to win. Oh, but it was a script. Anthony Joshua was holding back. He wasn't holding back. He didn't have good distance. He did not have good distance, and he could not cut the ring off in the first half. Now, after that, he started setting up some shots a little bit better and placing them. Yeah, but again, like I said, he got caught with a couple overhands too. This is not me being overly critical of Anthony Joshua. This is just me breaking on the fight from what I've seen and I can't deny anything because I was on live watching the fight with y'all. So everybody see my reaction. So I'm not gonna come on here and play pretend and act like it's something that is not. No, he did not do a good job cutting the ring off. He did not do a good job with distance. He did not do a good job with shot selection. He did not do a good job with adjustments. He did not do that at all. Jake Paul, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't mad at Jake Paul in the first 3 to 4 rounds of that fight. I was not mad at him at all. Why in the fuck would Jake Paul stand directly in front of Anthony Joshua? Especially in the first couple rounds when Anthony Joshua was at his strongest. Everybody is at their strongest in the first couple rounds. The first 2, 3, 4 rounds, everybody's at their strongest. Nothing has happened yet. You cracking, you fast, all of the things. Dog, I'm not going. I'm not about to sit there and stand there in front of Anthony Joshua as big as he is. Why would I stand in front? I'm gonna make him catch me. Now, if in fact Jake Paul would have actually threw more shots and kept a little bit more composure with his running around the ring, with his distance, dog, that would have been insane if he'd have done that. But he didn't do that in the first round. It was really was a lot of him just skating around the ring, running around the ring. No problem. You know, then Jake Paul was doing a whole lot of holding. He was definitely doing a lot of excessive holding, which I do think the referee should have taken a point for the excessive holding. Because even I think in the first round, he almost put AJ through the goddamn ropes. He grabbed him and they just fell down. Almost took him out the ropes. So that shit was crazy. Every time Jake Paul got caught with a big shot, which make the referee do his job. You get caught with a big shot, you a little buzz, shit, hold on to the nigga until the referee come, you know what I mean, and break y'all up. But don't hold on to him and fall down, bro. That was crazy. Do not hold on to him and keep falling down. Everybody been sending me the Usher John, what video is that? Whatever music video it is, y'all know which one it is, where Usher slides on his knees and he grabs the shorty by her waist or whatever like that. I think it's Confessions video. But yeah, that's what Jake Paul was on all night, all of the holding and falling down shit. That was crazy. I'm not condoning that, but if you're gonna hold, make the referee do his job. If a nigga hurt you, hold on. I'm not opposed to that at all. As the fight started to go on longer and longer, AJ did start putting it together more and more. He started catching them with big shots, hurting them, ended up knocking them down about 3 times, I want to say it was. And then, like I said, the referee, shout out to the referee, because the referee at one point in time told him, yo, come on, meet in the middle, let's go. Right now, listen, y'all got to stop this. The fans did not pay to see this crap. Get it together. We're not in here doing no circus. Get it together. So shout out to the referee for that. That was definitely a sturdy John. AJ ends up knocking out Anthony Joshua. He hits him with the jab to the chest, come over top, boom, hit him with a straight right. I'm throwing my left because I'm southpaw, whatever. Hit him with a straight right, boom, knock him out, break his jaw, double jaw fracture. Apparently, double jaw break from what Jake Paul says with the picture. As you can see in his mouth, his jaw was just completely smashed. That's just how the cookie went. That's how the cookie crumbled. That's how the fight went. One, I need y'all to understand this. When y'all be scoring and watching fights, y'all gotta stop being so overly emotionally invested into this shit. I understand it is the cool thing to do to hate Jake Paul. I get it. I get it so much. Y'all hate Jake Paul. I get it. I understand. No problem. But what y'all cannot do is hate this man so much that when Anthony Joshua had a piss poor performance, because Anthony Joshua absolutely did have a piss poor performance last night. Bottom line, I don't care about the 15 months off. I don't care about any of the shit that y'all gotta say. An experienced fighter like that, a young experienced fighter who's been an Olympian, been a world champion, all of that shit. I do not want to hear that. Y'all, I don't want to hear that. He should have been able to cut that ring off, and he should have been able to get Jake Paul out of there just off of IQ alone. Simply off of his boxing IQ alone, he should have been able to get Jake Paul out of there within the first 3 rounds at best. Simply off of his IQ adjustments, placement, ring cutoff ability alone, he should have been able to do that. I don't care about 15 months. I don't care. This shit is like riding a bike, dog. He's been in training camp for however long he knew this fight was going to happen for. Even if nothing else, y'all should be like, all right, he's not going to stand there and bang with us. Focus on cutting the ring off and setting them shots up. That's it, because all he's going to do is run. Just cut the ring off, we're going to set these shots up. That's what the whole camp about to be for the rest of the time. You a heavyweight, you ain't got to make no more weight. You cool anyway. Do what you got to do. And he came in under the contract weight. He's fine. That's 1. 2, stop trying to use the triangle theory in boxing. The shit doesn't work. Oh, you know he was holding back on Jake Paul because he got Francis Ngannou out of there in like 1 round, and Francis Ngannou is a former champion. And dog, Francis Ngannou and Jake Paul are 2 different fighters. 2 different fighters completely. 2 different dimensions. Fucking Ngannou is like 6'6". Every bit of however big that motherfucker is, high 200s. Ngannou is huge. He's not doing all of the running around and moving that Jake Paul was doing. That's not Ngannou at all. Ngannou was there to be punched in the face. Jake Paul was not standing there to be punched in the face. Ngannou came right out and was right there to be punched in the face. That they're not the same fighters at all. That's not how that works. If you are a heavyweight, even sparring with a middleweight. Just because you are a heavyweight and you spar with a middleweight, if you think that a heavyweight is going to knock out a middleweight, especially a skilled, experienced middleweight, you are fucking crazy. That's not how that works. There's that middleweight knows I'm not just going to stand there and bang with this heavyweight. He too big, he too strong, and I'm not doing it. I'm about to move around and make him chase me. But then if you get two heavyweights in the same ring at the same time, chances are they're going to bang it out, because neither one of them is going to be doing all that moving. That's just not how that works. So you can't compare Ngannou to Jake Paul. They're not the same fighters at all. Two different styles. One. Two, stop using the triangle theory. Iran Barkley knocked out Tommy Hearns. Roberto Duran stops Iran Barkley. Tommy Hearns completely demolishes Roberto Duran. You can't say, oh, well, because Barkley beat Hearns, imagine what he's going to do to Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran stops him. Oh, damn, well, if Roberto Duran beat Iran Barkley and Iran Barkley beat Hitman, imagine what Roberto Duran going to do to Hitman. Hitman completely fucking washed Roberto Duran. And that pains me to say, because Roberto Duran is one of my favorite fighters of all time. He completely fucking washed him in one of the most brutal, devastating knockouts that has ever happened in boxing history. Stop using the triangle theory in boxing. Just because you beat him don't mean you're going to beat me. That's not how this works. Just because Ngannou looked one way against Anthony Joshua does not mean that Jake Paul is going to look that way. And just because Jake Paul looks that way does not mean Ngannou is going to look that way. It does not work that way in boxing. Y'all have to stop doing it. Y'all hate Jake Paul so much. I get it. It's the cool, popular thing to do. But at the same time, y'all be, oh, it was a script. It was this. If you are a man that's going to sign a contract that allows another man to punch you in your face for any amount of money and beat you up on camera in front of the world for any amount of money, if your integrity and your name is worth that, then you a better man than me, because I'm not signing no contract that say I can't defend myself and I got to let a nigga punch me all up in my mouth and I just got to take it. I just got to lose. That's not how I'm built. If y'all are built that way, that's fine. If y'all believe that's what Anthony Joshua did, that's your business. Y'all think that of that man, that's your business. I'm not here to sway your thoughts. I don't care. But if you sign a contract that says you have to let a man punch you all in your mouth and knock you out in order for you to get $100 million, that's your business. I'm not cut like that. But that's what's in y'all. That's genetically what's passed down to you. You have that in you. That ain't in everybody. And y'all can't believe people will turn that down because your integrity is so low. That's neither here nor there. I don't think it was scripted. He broke that man's jaw. Was that in the script? To break this man's jaw like that? That wasn't in the script. That wasn't in the script to break that man's jaw. I know that wasn't in nobody's script. To knock him out, I know that wasn't in nobody's script. So y'all talk all the, oh, he was holding back, he had to carry him. He wasn't carrying that man, not willingly. That man was running around the ring and showing him that, hey, AJ ain't got good feet. He ain't got good enough feet for me. Not to cut me off in the ring. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. So at the end of the day, you know, y'all gotta take y'all emotions out of this shit and look at it for what it is. Jake Paul, there's four types of fighters in the world. It's a fighter that's coming to fight. It's a fighter that's coming to win. It's a fighter that's coming to survive. And there's a fighter that's coming to make you look bad. Jake Paul made AJ look bad. Yes, AJ got the win, but it was a piss poor performance, and he made AJ look bad. And then on the back of that win, he says Tyson Fury. I don't think AJ beats Tyson Fury. I have nothing against any of the three people. I don't have nothing against Jake, Anthony, or Tyson Fury. I don't think that AJ beats Tyson Fury. I don't see it. I could be wrong. I don't give a damn. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I just don't see it, though. I don't see it. Anthony Joshua did get the job done, but it wasn't the best performance in the world. It really wasn't. It wasn't the best performance. It was a circus act in most people's eyes. I laugh. I'm like, yo, AJ, you better knock this nigga head off his shoulders, dog. And then I'm seeing AJ get caught with overhands and shit like that. And I'm like, dog, yo, this is crazy. Buzzing with time or two. It's boxing. You gonna get hit. But I'm like, jeepers creepers. That's kind of bad. Yeah, so that's my breakdown on the fight. That's my outlook on it. If you agree, congratulations. If you don't, let me know in the comments down below. But that's my full fight breakdown on the joint. It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. Terrible John. I'll see y'all next time.